Alright guys, so I'm going to do a little bit of a trade recap. I did try to initially record the first trade, and that ended up not working so well. It was a loss. I didn't mind recording the loss, but I also wanted to take a second trade, so I didn't necessarily want to do like two videos because I did stop it after the first loss. So I'll just do a trade recap for both. So the first one was just an immediate loss, and I had a little bit of an intuition. Like, it seemed a little bit too easy. It wasn't right. It wasn't quite in the right area. I figured we'd probably inverse and then sweep this. So what I did is I really just sized down a little bit. I made sure my stop loss was minimal. You know, if we're gonna break up into this premium of this for value gap, we're probably just gonna inverse in this area. That was my hypothesis, and that ended up being correct. If we didn't, I still would have been fine with a re-entry at the same exact entry area, but it ended up going about 10 points in my favor, and then just immediate stop out. I think I ended up losing around, I kept it minimal around 600, so that's a 1R loss. And then later I waited, and here at 1054 we got, so what I do for my secondary model is I wait for an IB high sweep or IB low sweep, depending what the, see if the open close is bearish, then I'm going to look for an IB high sweep, initial balance high sweep, or some people call it an opening range, high or low, whatever. But we got that. So then I was waiting for the 50% of this bearish opening candle, waiting for a close on the 3-minute. We got that close. I took on that close, and then I wanted 3R with a 50-point stop loss, which we did hit 150 points. So made it back. Plus, then I think the total balance, the lowest point today was 1,500 and 150,200. There we go. What the fudge? Can't say numbers properly. But yeah, it was a pretty good execution, pretty good day, I would say. And hopefully I can do the same tomorrow. Because the one thing I didn't like about yesterday was I didn't hold it till all the way to 3R. I was trimming early. I was managing weirdly. I only made 1,000. 1,000 is 1,000, but it should have been closer to one. It should have just been 1,800, to be honest. So yeah, we'll see if I can execute the same tomorrow. Hopefully it'll just be good right off open. Peace.